Welcome. This is just a short video explanation of the narrative essay assignment for basics of composition. And so, just to give you the basics real quick, you're writing a narrative essay. The final draft needs to be at least 2 pages double spaced, which is at least 750 words. Put it in MLA format. Make sure it's proofread carefully, all that good stuff. And so you're going to submit the first draft to a discussion forum. You'll get feedback from me and from your peers, and then you'll revise, and then you'll proofread and edit to make sure you take care of any formatting, grammar, mechanics, punctuation problems to give me a very well-written but short 2-page narrative. And so I'm sure you know what a narrative is. A narrative is when you tell a story, and so we do this all the time. But, you know, it's obviously something that is used in very sophisticated ways. All of literature is a narrative in a certain way. But anyway, so you write a narrative essay, usually tell a story in chronological order. The main thing I want you to do is to focus as much as you can on one specific event. So we're only talking about 2 pages here. So I don't want to hear your whole life story. I want you to focus on something as specific as possible. Like if you could think of like one event from like one day and just narrate that in as much detail as possible, that would be great. But anyway, one specific thing, it shouldn't be something that goes over years and years. Because as you'll find in college, the whole thing the college writing asks you to do, no matter what, class you're taking, we really want you to focus in on details, analyze details, explain details. We don't want just a bunch of randomly connected things, with no focus. We really want to focus on details. So focus as much. That's one of the main things I'll grade you on. Did you take the time to focus on one event? And then your thesis should say something about why the event was meaningful and not just saying that it happened. So you should also be reflecting on what did this event, what did this story, what does it mean to you, and that kind of thing. Okay, and so what kind of a story are you going to tell? You can choose whatever you want to do. I would just say if you're worried about it, just send me an email, let me know. But you can tell any story. The only thing is I want you to focus on something specific. But I gave you some prompts here. And the first prompt says, what's the most challenging experience you've been through? Why was it difficult? How did you get through it? How did it change your point of view? 2, what was the most memorable experience of education? Was it good or bad? Who was involved? How did it impact you? What was the most fun summer you've had? What did you do? Why was it fun? What are your clearest memories? What was the most memorable trip or vacation you've taken? Where did you go? What made it memorable? And so again, try to be as specific as you can about the events that you're going to narrate. And so, to do that, think of one specific thing and then brainstorm. And so think about one specific event that happened and jot down ideas of all the details you can remember. And that'll start you to get you going on running a very detailed narrative. And so this also builds off of the description essay. In narrative writing, there's going to be a lot of description because you're describing people, places, and all this kind of thing that are a part of the story. So again, this is a great way to practice the writing process. There's going to be some descriptive writing involved. Descriptive writing is a part of all writing in a certain way. And hopefully it'll be an opportunity for you to write about something interesting and important to you and to reflect on it. And again, last thing I'll say, thesis statement should say something about why it was meaningful. And then you might think in the conclusion, maybe your conclusion, you can reflect a little bit more on why it was meaningful to you. And so that's the part I'm looking in there too. So specific event, tell the story, reflect on why it's meaningful, well-structured essay, at least, 6 paragraphs, proofread carefully. So that's it. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm always available. But good luck.